What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I'm doing some mid-month readings. I'm on the sign of Leo. Hope everyone is doing well. If you'd like a personal reading, check out the About section of the channel. Messages for the sign of Leo from now until the end of June 2019. Some of you guys are trying to balance some things out in your life, whether it's making a decision between more than one person, but I feel like it's more about how you feel about something. I do see new opportunities coming in for you, especially when it comes to finances. That should help you. The message for the sign of Leo from now until the end of June 2019. So you have the Lovers, you could be dealing with the Gemini, Six of Swords, Eight of Swords. I feel like there's someone that you have a really strong connection to, where you just kind of want things to get better with them, but right now you guys aren't really getting along. I feel like someone walked away. You have the Magician. Someone could have been manipulative, someone could have been lying about something, maybe there was another person, the Hierophant. Some of you guys could have been married to someone. Judgment, who you're trying to make a decision about. This could be a relationship. You're trying to make a decision about whether or not you can trust this person, if you should take them back. The Tower. I feel like something came about really unexpectedly. The Fool. Where there is an option for a new beginning with the Wheel of Fortune. But it's about making the decision whether or not you guys can agree to disagree. I feel like someone in the situation might have cheated, been with someone else, and you found out about it, or vice versa. I feel like you genuinely care about this person. Maybe you have children together and you're trying to make it work, but there's a lot of fighting. There's definitely been cheating on both sides, whether it's in the past or relevant to now. And you guys are having a tough time with your communication right now. Maybe it's about whether or not you can still work with this person, if you guys can work on this together. But I feel like someone's trying to make a decision about whether or not they just want to be single and do things on their own, because I feel like someone has the power and the ability to do that. Or if you guys can work this out, if you guys want to work this out. And I feel like someone in this situation just wants to be single and get a divorce, because there were some toxic things here with the Five of Cups. There is some loss and regret here on someone's side, maybe because this person kind of went for someone else, or you did, or maybe you're not really sure if you can trust what this person says. I feel like some of you guys have a soulmate energy here with this younger personality, and I feel like you need to make a decision about how you feel about this. If you guys can heal from this, if you can have a conversation about, mending this, or if you just want to do things on your own. I do feel like Destiny's going to kind of step in towards the end of the month and offer some new opportunity here when it comes to finances and doing something like you like doing, whether it's a job or meeting someone new. But I feel like you still need to make a decision about something from your past, and whether or not you want to work on that or walk away from it before new energy can come in. So be careful that you're not blocking new energy. I feel like someone just doesn't want to look stupid anymore. Someone, with the Wheel of Fortune moving, you have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. Someone has a lot of anxiety about this. Someone has tried to work on this. Someone has tried to change how they do things, but there's still some regret here. there's still a lot of anxiety. Someone wasn't able to sleep. Someone could be like mentally tormented, whether or not it was a decision they made or someone else made. But I just feel like maybe there's a lot of anxiety about leaving, about starting something new, about whether or not someone's cheating. I feel like someone did catch someone cheating on them, so they moved away from this situation, or they are going to be moving away from this situation, or maybe there was some type of ending with another energy in the past because there was a lot of drama and a lot of people involved. So maybe you're not sure about what it is that you want, but I feel like you're figuring it out, but you're still kind of waiting for this offer from someone. But I feel like you broke someone's heart, or they broke your heart, even though you care a lot about them. You just can't be with them right now because there's just too much going on. If it's a relationship, there's too much fighting. If there's an Empress, it could have been someone who had gotten pregnant, so you guys are kind of on a break. Or maybe you found out about something that went on and you're kind of sticking to, you know, you just want to work on yourself and your money and provide for your family or yourself. And, you know, if it's a divorce or a separation, I feel like you guys are both kind of in your corners and sticking to what it is that you want. I feel like someone was hurt really badly, even though I do see someone kind of going within and doing some soul searching about this situation. It's going to be, you know, someone's so kind of waiting on this conversation whether or not this person's going to move on without them or not. And I don't feel like you've made a decision or they have, even though it's a lot of stress. And I feel like you don't want to leave this person. Maybe it has something to do with finances. Maybe you don't want to leave a job, but there's a new opportunity that's going to be presented to you where you're going to be getting, you know, maybe a loan or, you know, exactly what you're giving another person. So someone maybe decided to move in another direction. I don't feel like someone wanted you to leave or vice versa, but there is some old cycles that need to be closed out, especially when it has to do with, you know, the fighting and the blocking and the feelings for maybe more than one person, or just not knowing what it is that you want or how you should feel about this. And I feel like you genuinely love this person and you don't want to move away from them, but at the same time, you don't want to be with someone who doesn't know what they want or can't make a decision, whether it's you or them. I definitely feel like whatever cheating situation that there was is still really relevant to, it's kind of playing on someone's emotions right now in the current situation. Someone just wants someone to be with someone who can give them what they give them, you know, emotionally, physically. But I do see more than one offer being presented here to someone, and it's going to be up to them what it is that they want. You have build on solid ground. You have look forward. So I feel like if you're starting all over, that it's going to be built on a solid ground. It's going to be a solid relationship. But you have to look towards the future and let go of the old scenarios. Maybe start over. You have refine your attention and make no judgments. Maybe not focusing on the bad things, you know, focusing on rebuilding this, and maybe not judging another person. Maybe you didn't know the decisions that they had to make or what really happened in something, and not focusing on something that you maybe don't have all the facts about, and focusing on building on something new and looking towards the future, whether or not it's with this person or not. But I feel like this person doesn't really want anyone but you, or you don't want anyone but them. But I do feel like there was some type of ending here because there was more than one person, and maybe it's about figuring out what it is that you want and how you want to start over, and what you want in the future, and leaving out a third party for some of you guys, especially because I feel like some of you guys were in a relationship and kind of acting single or vice versa, and someone definitely got caught and someone definitely moved away or left. And I feel like there's a lot of emotions involved, whether or not it's with the other person or with you, where it was like a soulmate connection, where maybe you didn't know the type of bond these people had. and you kind of took it personal that they cheated or that they went to this person and maybe it was someone who didn't want to hurt you, or you didn't want to hurt them. So it kind of came across as this person was trying to hurt your feelings, but in reality it didn't really have anything to do with you. It was like an old connection, and just letting all those old things go. If you want to work on this now, you have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Someone definitely wants your forgiveness. Someone definitely wants to kind of forgive and forget and kind of learn from this and move forward. But I also see separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like until you guys can move past this, until there is some forgiving and learning, then you guys might be in separation for right now. But I don't feel like one of these people wanted you to go. Like, someone genuinely feels bad for what happened and they want you to be able to forgive them, but they also kind of understand. I don't think they want you to make the decision to completely walk away from them. Maybe just not be together right now because of whatever went down, and kind of looking towards the future, kind of figuring out, you know, either agree to disagree and come back together, or kind of let this fall and start something new in a different direction. But with express your love and love yourself first in the reverse, I feel like this kind of was a lot to do with whatever had happened, because I feel like when someone doesn't respect themselves or another person, or hasn't learned to love themselves, they don't really love other people correctly. So they do a lot of things out of spite, anger, whatever the case may be, and don't really think about the long-term effects on another person, because they haven't really been taught how to love themselves or taught how to love another person, because until we love ourselves, we can never really love another person the way they deserve to be loved. So that kind of prevented them from expressing their emotions or feeling their emotions. And I feel like, so if you thought that, you know, if this person cheated and there was an emotional tie, I don't think so. I think that this person just did something without thinking, and there was no emotional tie, and they want you to be able to forgive them, or vice versa. But it is really important to learn to love yourself first, and then I feel like then move forward in that energy, instead of trying to fix something where, when the main underlying thing is that if they don't love themselves, then they can't really love you, then that really won't change until they learn how to love themselves and their flaws, and etc. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Have a good night.